So welcome to this tutorial on how to do the Halloween Wellness Challenge, also known as the Spooky Trick or Treat Challenge. I've done this for a couple of years and I'm going to go through it again because it's one of my favorites. I do it just in the month of October and it's really a lot of fun. So let's dive into that. So here we are on the front page and I'm going to turn on my laser pointer. So again, we have tabs down here and tabs across the top. If you hit the home tab, you will wind up here on this quick notes page, and I have all that, and most of my planners have the quick notes page where you can just jot down ideas really quick without trying to figure out where you want to put them. Just as somebody says something or you think of something, you can jot it down right here. On this page you also have my email address, link to the Etsy shop, link to my website, and also a link to how-tos. So if you have any questions or you want to share your journey, please feel free to email me. I'd love to hear from you. So then we get into just a welcome page, and this notebook is formatted for the Hub Notebook system. If you want to know more about that, you can get a free Hub Notebook system at the website, and this video will show you a little bit about it. So here we go with the tutorial. So if you click on the tutorial tab, it'll take you here, which is what I'm recording right now. And what we have are three missions to do with the Spooky Trick or Treat Challenge. So here's what we're doing in October. So the whole point of this journal is to really have some fun and get you out of your comfort zone, which is something that's spooky or scares you. Do the unexpected, which is to trick yourself into doing something that's kind of unusual, unexpected, and then treat yourself to good. Treat. So that's how we get the Spooky Trick or Treat Challenge, and these are the three things we're going to do, and we're going to dive into each one of those right now. So again, if you click on the notes pad, you get to this page here, which you can copy and paste and put in anywhere you want along the journal. Click the October tab, it brings you here, which is this undated planner. So you can drop in different things, different dates in October, if there's events you're going to and you just want to track some of that, or if you're planning some of your events, you can drop them in here. So here we go, spooky list. Do what scares you. So part of the challenge is to get yourself outside of the comfort zone, to do something that you wouldn't normally do. And you can commit to doing 1, 2, 3, kind of put some commitment down here. And here's where you can just brainstorm some ideas. So like I said, I did this last year and I was like, okay, what would get me outside of my comfort zone? I was like, okay, I want to do a hot air balloon ride. I've never done that. I think I'd be terrified, but I want to try it. I'm trying to think of some of the ones I did last year. I really had a lot of fun. This year, my challenge, I'm going to be doing a juice challenge or a blender challenge. So putting that in here is something that kind of scares me. So it doesn't have to be scare in like the thrill, but it could be just something that's pushing you again outside your comfort zone. That's the key here. So you want to brainstorm ideas. What can you do this month that will scare you, that will push you, and put your ideas down here. And I had a lot of fun doing this last year. I think I had 3 things that I did last year, and it was really a lot of fun. Then you come with your trick list. So surprise yourself. Do things in an unexpected way. So last year I struggled with this a little bit, and I came up with, okay, I'm going to drive to work in a different way, as many different days as I can, like come up with a couple different ways to go to work. And actually out of that, I found a new way to drive to work that I use every day. So it's kind of fun. It was just, unexpected. You can do things that are, break up your routine, break up your habits. So one of the other things I did was instead of taking a shower every morning, I just switched to taking showers every night. Just something different, just unexpected, and to see if I like it. Try doing different menus, try going in different places. One of my challenges was to try new restaurants so I could learn about some others. We had some favorites we always went to. And so I tricked, kind of the unexpected was to try different things, going to a different restaurant, trying different food, experimented with different cuisines to see, just what would I like. So this is kind of a nice one because you're doing things unexpected, but you're also trying new things. So you might find some new favorites. So instead of Halloween being all about focusing on candy and, the kickoff of the holiday season where you eat badly, try doing some different things to really break up the season and not make it all about food, or at least if you're going to make it about food, make it about new foods, things you haven't tried yet. So that's what you're going to do in this trick list, surprise yourself. And then the treat list, treat yourself good, and if you want to have some rules according to what it is. So for me, my rule was the treat could not include any kind of junk food, any kind of candy. So as I was coming up with treat ideas, it couldn't involve that. And at the time I was like, I really don't want to spend a lot of money. So what are some of the treats that I can do for myself that don't spend money? So here you want to come up with some rules as to what is considered a treat and what is in or out of your list. And so I came up with things like just, taking a candlelit dinner night. With the family. Just kind of goofy, fun. You've already got the house kind of in that mood and that spirit. So come up with, that was a treat for just just a nice fun dinner night, but we had candlelight going. And then obviously the traditional taking a bath in, with some music, lighting up the candles, doing that kind of thing. And then, maybe it's just taking a yoga routine that you don't normally do. You can pop on a YouTube video. There's so many out there. And your treat could be, if you do some of your tricks, maybe you get to do a nice yoga routine. Or maybe you splurge and buy a shirt. Your rules don't have to be my rules. So maybe you go out and buy this yoga top that you've always wanted, or whatever. You sign up for a yoga class right now virtual because you can't do anything in person, but those are the ideas. So you want to treat yourself. So that's what the spooky trick or treat is. And then here you're going to track it. So you're going to track off each time you do something spooky, each time you do a trick, each time you do a treat. And you can say, okay, how many are you going to commit to this month for each of those? So you can kind of block off, maybe you're not doing this many tricks, or maybe you're not doing this many treats. You can kind of block those off. I wanted to give you enough to get through the month. So that's what the spooky trick or treat challenge is. It's really fun. Again, I've done it before. I really had a good time with it. This one was kind of the big one for me. That's the one I really did focus on, was what could I do that really pushes me outside of your comfort zone. And you have to look at different things and say, okay, maybe one of the things to push you outside your comfort zone is to turn off Netflix every night and come up with something different to do. That might be pushing you outside of your comfort zone. One of the treats I did was to build a puzzle, and this year I got it right, because I got a Halloween puzzle. Actually, I have two of them, and that's a treat for me, as I love sitting down doing puzzles. And it was hard to find a Halloween puzzle, and last year I just couldn't get one in time. But this year I have two lined up, so that's going to be two of my treats, is to sit down and do a nice, fun Halloween puzzle. So have some fun with this. I hope that you come up with some really creative ideas. And again, email me. You can find that over on the Quick Notes page. So email me anytime that you have any insight or you want to share what you're doing on your journey. I would love to hear from you, and it should be a lot of fun. So this is a little bit of Halloween wellness. Instead of having candy, let's trick or treat yourself in a fun way. Push yourself outside your comfort zone and do some different things for yourself that'll really make this season memorable. And again, you can come back and do it again next year. It's a lot of fun. I'll talk to you next time.